Hey, what's happening? Happy Friday. It's Daryl here. It's not so bright and early. It's 3 p.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I am running late today. Let me get you guys up to speed. For some reason, Fridays are extremely hectic for me every Friday. A lot of times, a lot of my work is. I need to wrap up a lot of my work, my paintings, stuff like that. I have to wrap. I like to wrap it up before the weekend, and it gets very hectic. But I want to fill you guys in on a very interesting conversation I had with the Trump supporter this morning, and it couldn't have come at a better time. I just happened to run into a good friend, not a good friend, but an acquaintance of mine that I've known for some time. He's a male nurse. He claims to be an independent. He's my age, divorced. He claims to be an independent, but he is an ardent Trump supporter right now. Interesting. He's one of the few Trump supporters that I could actually have a good debate with, and I don't end up with a strong dislike for him. I consider it we remained friends, which is kind of rare that it doesn't get ugly or angry. I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of times I just get, me and the other person get disgusted. As you all probably know, it's kind of hard to, when you have somebody that's on the far left and somebody that's on the far right, it's kind of hard sometimes. So anyway, I just happened to run into him this morning. And my first question to him was about Trump's new social media platform, Truth. That was my opening line. Hey, I was like, hey, are you on Truth? Because if you are, you're one of the few people that actually is. Because Truth isn't doing all that great. Their numbers are very low. Apparently, Donald Trump's only actually been on his own social media platform like once. As you kind of figure, Donald Trump Jr. is on there constantly. I have a review here somewhere. Somebody did an article, a review. I'll try to put that down for a link, but that's not really what this video is about. Okay, so we discussed a lot of things. This guy, we discussed oil. Of course, he blamed. He thought it was all bull that Joe Biden is blaming the gas companies for the prices. He doesn't like unions. He's against unions. This male nurse I was talking to this morning, and I was a Teamster. I love union, and we started talking about the post office being privatized, and that's another. I'm very against that. I don't know if it's because my mom and my stepfather, my family were all post delivery people. So anyway, we had this long, we went back and forth. Those topics were just kind of give and take. I presented some good points. He presented what he thought were some good points. And we moved on until it came to prices, drug prices. Now, this is one of my pet peeves. This is one of the things that drives me crazy. I've talked to you guys about it before. Lots of times on Facebook, I will see Trump supporters, Republicans, or whatever, posts that say something along the lines of how come heroin addicts get free methadone and hardworking people have to pay thousands of dollars for their insulin. It's something along those lines. I'm sure you guys have probably seen these posts too. They always come from conservatives. I've talked about this in another video. And in my video, these posts made me so angry. It's along the same lines as immigrants taking away, getting free food or this or that. How come everybody else is getting free stuff and I work so hard? All right, and they blame Democrats, Obama and whatnot. And this couldn't have come at a better time because there was just a vote recently, and I have all the proof down below, the articles. Okay, in Biden's Build Back Better plan, which pretty much died, there was a provision in there to cap insulin prices at $35 a month, and even though the Build Back Better, the plan died, the Democrats pushed for that one provision to go through. There was a vote on it, and the House, and the vote was 232 to 193, almost right down party lines. 12 Republicans actually voted to regulate price capping, price fixing, whatever you want to call it, that insulin prices, it's a law that the insulin prices have to stay at $35, not more than $35 a month. All Democrats, all right? The interesting thing here, I got a link down below. This is Kathy McMorris Rogers from the Washington State 5th District. She's a representative. And she really, I don't know, to me, she really put her foot in her mouth. She's speaking out against lowering insulin prices, talking about how price fixing doesn't work. And what's going to be next? Are we going to lower gas prices? Are we going to lower food prices? Oh my God. Yeah. She's outraged that the Democrats voted to cap insulin. So, and then they've been complaining about Biden for months. Not to mention Biden releasing our oil reserves, 1 million barrels a day for the next 6 months. But anyway, I have the links for this down below. This just drove me crazy, where these people would somehow, it seemed like they were blaming heroin addicts. It's not the heroin addict's fault. And let me tell you this is where I'll have to dig up my video where I had all the facts. Let me tell you this, I paid, 15 years ago when I had first started, I still remember this, it was $40 a week. And that was 15 years ago, mind you. I have no idea what it is now, And I don't believe I was, I don't know if I was working part-time. I didn't have a big income, and I had to pay. So this whole, I can't stand these posts where they seem to blame heroin addicts for insulin being expensive, So here's the facts right here. Check out the links down below. Democrats voted overwhelmingly to cap insulin prices at $35 a month from here on out. People were paying up to $1,000 a month, with only 12 Republicans voting along with the Democrats. So I don't want to hear any more nonsense about Democrats and insulin and high insulin prices or any of that. Check out the links down below. I'll be back later with another. Actually, I do have another video that I made. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not. I had an interesting conversation with a Puerto Rican gentleman in the parking lot of the store. And to be honest with you guys, I misjudged him. I really did. And I tell you what, now that I'm thinking about it, I will post that video next after this one downloads. I'll post it Friday night. I'll have 2 videos up. You guys have a great Friday.